Hey, what's up, guys? And how you guys doing? It's Friday, March the 9th, and I got a little bit of time to squeeze in this little show here for you. So basically, I was trying to figure out how many pairs of the Jordan 3 NRG Tinker Hatfield Nike made. And actually, you know what? Let me show you the picture of the shoe real quick, so you know what I'm talking about. So let me get to it. So this is, man, I'm kind of all over the places. Let me share my screen first. That's the first step. All right, so this is the shoe. It comes with a swoosh logo on the side here, and basically the silhouette is the fire red. I think tumble leather on the uppers, some kind of pattern leather or synthetic leather on the mud guard. You got your little cement print on the quarter panel and the toe box, and red on the back top, red Jumpman, and the lace holes are red as well. Now, if you want to read more about it, let me show you where to find some solid information. Go back on the air.jordan.com blog, and they have the entire narrative on the shoe, what went into creating it. I mean, I don't want to get into the details because it's just, you could go straight from on air.jordan.com and read that. All right. So basically what I'm trying to do today is trying to figure out how many pairs Nike made. And to do that, I will consider some things that I want to share with you. Now, the first thing I said is this: use the past to predict the future. And the reason why I'm writing this down is because sometimes people ask me more questions, and I don't want to answer these emails on YouTube. So you can always read this stuff. So basically, this is this. The closest shoe to the Tinker 3 that released recently is the Justin Timberlake Jordan 3. It released on Super Bowl, right? And it's fair to say that, like I said, Nike probably manufactures a similar model of these two models since they are very similar. They both feature the swoosh on the panel, right? So if we can figure out the amount of Timberlake 3s made, and we can make a bold prediction about the number of Tinker 3s made. That's basically what I wanted to show you. So this is the Justin Timberlake 3. I'll show you that too, so you can see what I'm talking about. You don't get confused. This is the Justin Timberlake Jordan 3. So they also have that swoosh logo on the side here. All right. So what I'm saying is this: if I can figure out how many pairs of these were made, and I can figure out how many pairs of these will be made, because I'm assuming Nike will make both the same number of both shoes because they are limited, and then it's only going to be available through Nike. So I can't use Champs, Foot Action, Foot Locker data. Nobody else is getting them but Nike. So for me to make a prediction, I got to use Nike's information. And the only way to do that is to kind of predict the future based on the past. All right. Now, that's the first thing that I want to consider. And the next thing I want to say is this: how do I get data? How do I come up with a number? Now, Chris from Arch-USA and I made an assumption a few months ago. And I think this is actually valid because we are resellers ourselves. I used to sell a lot of shoes back then, but I kind of cut down on it, So basically, we assume that sneakers sold on third-party marketplaces like eBay, StockX, or Amazon, or Kixify, they make up about one third of the total number of units produced by a brand. Like if you have about 1,000 pairs of Jordan 3 sold on eBay, Kixify, StockX combined, that means Nike made about 3,000 pairs in total. I'm just giving you an example. But when I was writing this post, I thought about something. I'm like, listen, I don't think 1/3 is very feasible, so I'm going to change that number to 1/5. I feel like 1/5 is more feasible. It fit more to our situation. So that means if 1,000 pairs of a certain model are being sold on like eBay, StockX, and all these other places combined a week after they're released, then it means that 5,000 pairs in total were made. You see what I'm saying? So that's the point. So if I can figure out how many shoes are being sold on a third-party marketplace, and I can make a prediction on the total number sold based on this 1/5 that I came up with Chris. All right. So now the biggest problem is this: which third-party marketplaces should I consider? In our case, like I say, we are talking about something that's limited, like the JTH. So it's not going to be a lot of people that are going to have it. So I'll stick to eBay, Amazon, StockX, Kixify, and maybe consider a few other places like Fly Club or Goat, the app. All right, because it's hard to gather data. eBay is pretty much the only place that's like really gives you what is being sold and how much. So eBay is actually really nice for this kind of work. Now, the next thing is I did was I went ahead and actually I want to, this is not this next slide. All right, so how did I gather the data? So now here's what I did. I use keywords, and that's another this is hard work, man, because then I got to put this Air Jordan 3 Timberlake. This is the keyword that I use. Now on eBay right now, currently listed 19 pairs and sold 90 when I use this keyword. Now when I use Air Jordan 3 JTH, 31 listed and 141 sold. And then I use the Air Jordan 3 Super Bowl. So listed with 19, sold 88. And I use the style number. Now I had 19 and 21. Then on Kixify, there's only 5 pairs that were being marketed, and I can't get information on what sold on Kixify, so I'm not going to include that. So I only had 5. On Amazon, it's only 4 pairs that were being listed and sold. I can't find it. Now on Fly Club, listed 17. Sold, I can't get any information on it. Now I've gotten some more information here for you. On StockX, now here's the biggest thing. StockX is really tricky. There's like 52 pairs listed that belong to StockX. Now StockX includes data from other marketplaces, and they show that 349 pairs were sold. So what I did was this. The total number of pairs on eBay that were sold were 340. So I had to subtract that number from the 349 because I'm assuming if that data includes eBay's data, I can't account for eBay's data twice. So I had to subtract that number. So I came up with 9 pairs only, plus the 52. And then to find the grand total, I'm going to add all the numbers together. So I did 19 plus 90 plus all the numbers that I gave you before, and I came up with 515. Now, initial assumption was this. All these shoes that are being sold on third-party marketplaces account for 1/5 of the total number of pairs being produced by the brand, in this case, Nike. So to find the total number, you just do 515 times 5. So I came up with 2575, roughly 2,600. So I'm thinking 2,600 pairs of these shoes were made, the Justin Timberlake, because I said the initial assumption is this. If I can find the number of this, then I can find the number of the other one, right? So I'm assuming that 2,600 pairs of these were made nationwide. I'm not accounting for like international locations. So now the next thing is this. How do I come up with okay, there's something else that I wanted to show you. So again, like I said, these are just predictions based on assumption I made. So my assumption may be false. If my assumption are not really valid, then everything that I did was just a waste of time. But I think, it's pretty close to reality, right? Now, the Timberlake is going for $1,000 now on eBay and any other place. And the Tinker 3 are going for like $800. So it's like $200 less. So I'm assuming that a lot more pairs of the Tinker were made. So I added about 400 more. And in conclusion, I came up with 3,000 pairs. So I think about 3,000 pairs of the Tinker Hatfield 3 were made. That's what I'm thinking. You can do your own homework. So don't, like I say here, take this with a grain of salt and do your own homework. Think about it. This is stuff. I love doing this because this is statistics. My background is in mathematics, so I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. All right. So basically, I hope this answers your question. And if there's anything else you want to ask me, go ahead and do so. And by the way, I wanted to add this here. Actually, let me go on there and type it because I want to warn you guys. So that's going to be my next article. All right. I'm going to do that real quick, but I'm going to show you what I saw the other day. Wow. Well. They've already made the fake ones. All right. Fakes one already in the market. So I'm going to be doing the real versus fake at some point. They already had the fake ones out. So you better be careful. All right. I don't have like any authentic pictures to do as a backdrop. So I'm not going to waste my time writing anything that I don't know nothing about. So I'm not going to do that. So yeah, so look out for my next post. It's going to be dealing with authentic versus fake. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Ty from House of Kicks. You can always go back on my website, www.houseofkicks.com, and then read more information on the website. All right. We do this on a daily basis. So thanks for watching.